This is question number 5. Number 1, define the price elasticity of demand in words. This means put the equation into words. Number 2, how is price elasticity of demand related to revenues a firm earns? Would a firm prefer that your price elasticity of demand for its product be elastic or inelastic, and why? And how does the passage of time affect the elasticity of demand for a good? So question 1, True says, elasticity alludes to the level of responsiveness of quantity demanded of a product as for specific factors. The price elasticity of a product alludes to the responsiveness of quantity concerning costs. I believe that's price. Consequently, how the interest for an item fluctuates with the adjustment in the price of a product. So we'll just say for part A, or we'll just call it part A, ED, elasticity of demand, alludes to the level of responsiveness of quantity demand of a product concerning a change in price. That's the definition of elasticity of demand in words. Part 2 says, how is price elasticity of demand related to revenues a firm earns? Would a firm prefer that your price elasticity of demand for its products be elastic or inelastic, and why? Your tutor here says, at the point where when price elasticity of demand of a product is under 1, this means it's inelastic. The price rise will prompt ascending in total income, and when demand is elastic, a fall in price will prompt an expansion in revenue. Yeah. At the point when the price elasticity of demand is unitary, elastic, at the point there is no adjustment in total revenue because of price changes, the firm will incline towards the price elasticity of its item to be inelastic, as an ascent in the price for this situation will prompt an expansion in total revenue for the firm. So this is correct explanation, but I just want to take this into another step. So when looking at elasticity of demand, there's 2 things you could add in relation to revenue. You could look at the price effect, which is increase in price increases revenues on goods sold, and the quantity effect increase in price leads to fewer units sold. Now, when we're looking at elasticity, when demand is elastic, that means the change in quantity is greater than the change in price, meaning when we increase price, our quantity effect is greater than our price effect. Thus, income is lower. And when demand is inelastic, this means the change in quantity is less than the change in price, and this means when we increase price, our price effect is greater than our quantity effect. Thus, sorry, when I said income here, I meant revenue. Thus, revenue in this case would go up because the price effect is greater than the quantity effect. So yes, I do agree when the firm would want it's good to be inelastic, because that means when they raise prices, the price effect is greater than the quantity effect, and that eventually increases their revenue. And the last question says, how does the passage of time affect the elasticity of the demand for a good? And our tutor says here, the elasticity of demand for a good is more elastic over the long run when compared to its elasticity in the short run. This is on the grounds that purchasers over the long run can change their propensities, tastes, inclinations, and change to another item when the price of a specific product rises. This makes the price elasticity of the item elastic since quite a while ago run when compared within the short run. I believe it's supposed to say this makes the price elasticity of the item more elastic in the long run compared to what it would be in the short run. And this is correct. And the main reason demand is more elastic in the long run as our tutor said it here perfectly. Purchasers over the long run can change their propensities, tastes, and they can switch to another item when price of a specific good rises. So this is correct.